They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's bar. Hey, bright lights, city lights. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. If I mess up, please forgive me. This is my shit. I be trying to hold that last note. I know I can't sing, y'all. I know I can't sing. But you know I sound like Luther Vandross in the shower. Okay? So, on the last episode, we see Ghost and Tasha went to the Bassett estate, stayed in that amazing-ass hotel. Lobo escaped and was murdered by Tommy and Ghost. Greg is on the hunt for the culprit who snitched on the crew. And Milan is now holding the strings and got Ghost real fucked up. Okay, so the episode starts off with Ghost. And he's waking up. And I already knew it was a dream. That shit just looked too peaceful. And nigga, you do not have tranquility in your life. You don't even sleep well. So I know that your dreams are not filled with dreams, but with nightmares. So this was him waking up in a white room. And he was looking at Angie and this beautiful little lingerie number. And I knew it was a dream because that bitch doesn't rock anything like that. I've just seen her getting her clothes ripped off or fucking in a shirt because it's always some impromptu sex, you know, most of the time. But, so he wakes up, Angie's not there, you're alone, nigga, and you're only using half of the bed. That's sad, okay? So I be spread eagle on that bitch. Angie is telling Paz the whole story. Like, she telling Paz everything. You know, Paz saying she's an asshole or he's an asshole. Angie's like, but I want him. I love him. Like, okay, bitch, but you called me over here. You know what I'm about to say. Like, don't be acting brand new. Like, come on now. So she tells Paz, he showed me the paperwork for the separation. He showed me the separation papers. And Paz is like, were they signed? Look at Paz. Paz just giving you that punch of reality. That punch of reality that Angie needs. Okay? She's saying that she compromised herself, leaning on Paz's shoulder like, you just noticed that, bitch? All of this shit went on and you just realizing you compromised yourself? Or you just able to say it out loud? Because there's bitches that's doing a lot less for some niggas and they realizing like, I'm not doing what I should be doing. But you kind of late to the game. But that's why I don't ride for you. That's why. Like, I just don't. So, yeah. And then she all crying and shit like, it felt like has it been one day? Has it been multiple days? Like, you know what I want Power to do? To show me that, like, days have passed. Like, show me, like them waking up, going to sleep. Like, just showing, like, just like a vignette of them waking up alone, missing each other, feeling different, like, going to work, acting like it's... But to me, it just feels like this is, like, day after day. Like, we're seeing them on a daily basis. I don't know. But I just want to see, like... They could have gave me a little clip of Jamie waking up in a hotel alone, going to sleep alone, Angie going to sleep alone a couple of times, rubbing his side, feeling how cool it is and whatever. But to me, it just seems like you being a weak-ass bitch. Like, it's been one day and you over there spilling the beans to Paz. Like, listen, when you in some shit that go back and forth, you don't tell your friends on the first day. Because on the first day, there's always that chance that the nigga is going to call and y'all going to end up having some makeup sex. Even the second day. By the third day, if y'all still ain't getting along, then you be like, you call your girls like, yo, this nigga really acting up. Like, yo, a couple of days ago, we was beefing. And, like, I was about to be like, nigga, like, get it together and I'll take you back. But you putting on 3 days and, like... All right, let me get back to the story. So, it's a knock on the door. It's Tim. And Paz is horny. She is looking at Tim like, I want to eat you up, okay? He says that Angie has to go back into the office, and you need to go now, and it looks serious. Ghost is talking to Karen Bassett, and he's saying that he's gonna have the buy-in money deposited into her account, I think by the end of the day. So that PANBAN is so sure of himself. He is so sure, and he's just so confident, and it just tickles you to see where he gets knocked off of that, you know, pedestal he has put himself on. So she's impressed, and Karen is feeling my boy Dre. She looking at Dre like, yo, I'll fuck that young boy. And Dre looking like, I like old bitches. Like, Dre look like the type of nigga that fuck with like 30, 40-year-old, like good looking females. And they be like, yo, Dre got me fucking turned the fuck up. Like, ooh, Dre is so fucking sexy. I know some of y'all don't fucking like Dre, but shit, oh my god. And then Dre in them suits, like, and then how he was looking at Karen Bassett, I felt like he was looking at me like that. And I was just like, holla at me, put your number in my phone, and, you know, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can discuss about your future. Yeah. All right, so Ghost calls Dre a kid, like really condescending, like, and you could tell that he was having a little flirty moments. Don't call me a kid in front of this bitch who I'm trying to get her panties. Like, do not do that. Do not. Like, I did some shit you couldn't do. Like, I chased down motherfucking homegirl with the pink sneakers. Like, don't get it fucked up. Don't. Don't. Oh no. He was getting her for Kanan. And then Ghost killed her. She was dead before. All right. I just had to have a little flashback moment for myself, y'all. All right. So, the Serbians are on watch 24/7. They are like all walking around the club, and I'm like, god damn, do y'all have lives? Like, is Milan like literally paying y'all to stand around? Like, I hope that's not on Jamie Bell. Like, Jamie, that's real fucked up, nigga. You paying for niggas to spy on you. No bueno. No bueno. They at the office. They back at the office. They like, who helped Lobo escape? They trying to find out what happened, who was the leak. Because, so the head honcho dude, he thinks, like, listen, I understand, like, he escaped, but that's like basically lazy work. Like, they're incompetent. That doesn't mean like we need to have this whole like investigation of everybody. And they're like, oh no, my brother, no, because we researched the phone number that was found on the person. And how was it found on the body? Like, didn't go smash that. How was that found on Lobo's? And like, why wouldn't you have taken the phone or destroyed the phone? Ghost is just so sloppy. It's embarrassing. So they found that they gotta find out who, or no. Oh, they called another number and the tower pinged right above that building. That's how they found out. They don't know whose number it was attached to, because it was like one of them, you know, them little trap phones, but whatever. So they trying to find out who it is. Homeboy is stunned. Like, oh shit, yeah, somebody is this fucking snitch. Julio is with Tommy walking into the club. And Julito like, so Ghost is back in? And Tommy is just like, yeah. And Julito like, what does that mean? He like, it means you still got a job. That's what Tommy said. And I'm like, yo, y'all try to fucking play Julito. Julio about to be done. I want to see Julio's character get more play. Like, I want to get more personal with Julio. I want to see what Julio's got going on, because I really feel like, I bet Julio could be running this shit. Julio seemed like he got such a level head, but he seemed like he don't want them problems that come with being Ghost and Tommy. He don't want them type of problems. So Tommy ends up, Dre walks up, Tommy gives Dre the finger. Tommy hates him. Dre seems like he's cool with Julio, and Julio asked him if he's back in. And Dre was clueless, and he was heated because he like, yo, this nigga really ain't telling me shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is up? Yo, I'm sorry, y'all, just randomly. And you know when you hungry, like, that shit could break your whole concentration. Yo, I love a shrimp tempura roll with a fried soft shell blue crab. That's what I'm thinking right now. When I'm done with this video, I'm gonna motherfucker that shit. The place I want to order from, they stopped being open on Sundays. Fuck. Oh, I could call this other place. I wonder if they still open. I can feel my stomach growling. I want a shrimp tempura roll with a soft shell, fried soft shell crab. That's what I want right now. Okay, anyways. So, Dre goes to talking to Tommy, and he's basically saying that he thinks that the breakup was enough. Like, him breaking up with Angela was enough, and saying that the task force is over. And I'm like, are you stupid? Like, you really think that breaking up with her, he think that bought him some time. The PANBAN again has extreme expectations for his ill thought out plans. I give you again signs of the punk ass, bitch ass nigga. The pussy ass nigga, bitch ass nigga signs. That's another example. Why are you believing that was enough? Why are you saying this to... Why are these words even escaping your lips? Why are you thinking this? Are you trying to get Tommy to think this, or are you believing this yourself? Because I don't believe that you believe this. I'm not believing it. They get into this long ass truck, and I'm looking like, that shit looked like they took 2 fucking trucks and fucking soldered them together. Because that shit, it didn't look like a limo. And it didn't look like you could just buy that shit off the lot. That shit look custom, like, extended, okay? And I bet that shit is bulletproof. So it's Milan and his boys. They get patted down and shit. They get into the truck. Kanan is watching and drinking some lean. You know Kanan drinking lean. Kanan is hooked on that shit. Yo, my nigga drinking that shit out of a fucking straw, looking like a bitch ass nigga. Nigga, you look like a bitch. You look like a bitch, and you was sneaking that fucking lean out of that straw. Like, nigga, chug it like a real nigga, okay? But I guess you sipping that, you using that straw so you can get a little bit at a time. You can control your sips. Yo, I used to date this dude that refused to use straws. He was like, I ain't no bitch ass nigga. I don't use no straw. You ain't about to watch me, like, fix my lips to suck out of some. I was like, oh my God. Like, even if we, like, went out, if, like, we not even went out, like, if we just went and got some fast food, like, if he got, like, a drink from McDonald's, he'd take the cap off and drink it like that. He still would not use a straw. I'll be like, whatever. I respected his commitment to his decisions. So we get to Tariq and Tasha. Tariq and Tasha talking about counseling. Once again, where the fuck is Raina? Like, y'all cannot keep, like, never having these kids in a situation. Like, at least let her pass through. Like, at least let her pass through the fucking kitchen. Like, come on. Like, cut my little girl a check. Let her get a little, like, let her get a little camera time. All right? And little bit ain't, don't get no motherfucking camera time. And you know, come on now. Y'all playing. So, Tariq says to Tasha, like, you know, you hate him too, because she's saying something about, like, yeah, you're gonna spend time with your dad, and he's like, I don't want to, and you know you hate him too, so I don't know why you acting like that. She's saying, I don't hate him, and he's saying, you're a fucking liar. And he said something like that. Yes, you do, you fucking liar. Kids, do kids just randomly just start off like you get to 14 and you just end up like throwing out that to your parents. This whole situation done gave Tariq that that good backbone that makes for a badass little kid. So she hears this and she go to smack Tariq in the face. Now, from a mother, that smack was weak. Her form was all wrong, okay? Because what you need to do is, you can't come from the side with it because they peripheral too strong, okay? By now, they're used to the quick smacks when they say something fresh. So, you know, they peripheral game is on point. They here to hear with it, okay? Kids are here to hear with it. They can see everything that's going on, like, kind of right here, especially when your parent. So, like, if you come with a smack, like, up here, nah, you got to come up here with it. You got to come up low with it. You got to come up low and you got to smack them. You got to get them up right there. Especially some shit like that. It got to be that instant. It can't, you don't got the time to raise your hand. You raising your hand up here and then coming from the side. No, you need to sweep up, catch them up on that chin, sweep their head to the side, and catch them with that motherfucker. So this is the motion. Let me give it to you again. You get up, catch that cheek. Then you get it with this backhand. It's like a 2-motion thing. And then you get it with that backhand like, motherfucker, what the fuck you say? And then by then, they sitting with that sting. They questioning what the fuck they just said and who the fuck they fucking with. And then you hit them with that, I'm going to get you again with this hand and it's going to be harder because I'm going to tilt it and I'm going to get that knuckle on you. I'm going to tilt it. I ain't going to give you this. I ain't going to give you this, but I'm going to give you this. And you going to feel this. Because this even closer and fuck that. So, whatever. Tariq grabs her hand because she was fucking slow as hell with that slap. She was slow as hell. Tariq grabs her hand and she looked at him like... And then let me give you another example. He caught that hand. Bitch, you got 2 hands. Catch it up here with it. You catch it up here with it. Oh, yeah, you got me here. Smack up. So if you lost the chance right here, you had the whole chance right here. And Tasha, she didn't take that other chance. And that just shows me that you ain't been trying. Because if my motherfucking son call me a fucking anything, it's gonna be on. Okay? It's gonna be motherfucking on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright, so they are back in the office. I'm sorry for that little interlude. You know, some of the parents, y'all was here with me. Y'all was here because I know y'all seen that shit and was like, yo, she should have got him with that other hand. Like, come on, girl. You got, like, whatever. So they back in the office and they talking to Mike. And Mike is like, Angela signed the transfer papers. When he gave the transfer papers to Angela for Lobos, he had her sign them. Maybe they went unsigned and Angela signed for it. But motherfucker, bitch, as soon as I got to, I would have looked at them papers as I was walking just to make sure. Like, you know what it takes on them papers to get it together. There ain't no motherfucking way, if I know my job, I'm not going to look at them papers and make sure shit is done because I'm not coming back to talk to you. If you got me running errands, I'm making sure shit is all good before I go. So, she lazy with her job anyway. Fuck her. Everybody blaming her, and I was happy. Mike blamed her ass. Mike threw her ass under the bus, rolled her over, came back, rolled her over again, and fucking, he just fucked her up. So... the people who are doing the investigation on like who in the office was the leak, they're accusing everybody. And I like it. Like, that shit was like, I was getting excited. I mean, you know, not like, excited, but I was really enjoying it. It was giving me like fucking Law and Order. Like, Law and Order was my show. So I just like the little interrogation that was going on. And, like, all the skeletons is coming out. Like, they telling about Angie fucking with ghosts and shit. Like, it's getting real bad. So, Greg is snitching on Angie. He telling like a motherfucker. And Greg looked like a snitch. Greg looked like Greg Snitcherson. He tells them about her dating a suspect. And they all find out that Lobos is dead. And they all like, fuck, like what? Like at that point, they thought that he had gotten away. They didn't even know that he was found dead. And like I said, like I really want to know how long it's been since like they found him dead to when they're all showing up in the office or whatever. Like how many days? Like, is this 2 days? Is this 3 days? That's why if they showed us the vignette with, am I even saying that right? If they showed like a little clip of Ghost and Angie waking up a couple of nights alone, and then like, whatever, I don't want to start babbling again. So Ghost and Tommy are riding in the car with Milan, and Milan just runs down Ghost's whole biography. Like, this is who you are. This is what you do. This is how you got to where you at. And Tommy like, damn, he Googled the shit out of you. And I was like, that's fucked up. Because Tommy just basically confirmed like, wow, he got you down packed. So Tommy asked him like, are you going to eat me? And Milan looking at him like, fuck you, nigga. But he says like he heard about him like from, was it Vladimir? And they want Father Callahan to stop selling the oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I felt like I knew I was gonna burp. So they want Father Callahan, homeboy in the church, the priest who's selling guns for fucking new pews and Bibles for the parishioners. They want him to stop selling guns to the fucking Albanians, and he called them like nigger Albanians. Like, that's so y'all, and you see, like, that's how other countries are. Like, nigger is not fucking particular to black people. Like, clearly there's some motherfuckers that's calling them nigger Albanians out there, and I'm mad y'all had to put that subtitle. Like, y'all trying to disgrace what I feel like because I got a little horny off of Dean. You like, fuck you, bitch. He's racist. Okay? So, no, I can't get hot off of Dean because he calling them nigger Albanians and shit. So, he telling them where they're going to sell, what they're going to do. They need to cut out Father Callahan. He basically says, now y'all need to kill him. Fuck it. Y'all going to sell in the club, whatever. They get to where they going, this warehouse, and it's fucking Tommy and Ghost's warehouse. And he like, how did he find out about this shit? And he kills one of his homeboys right in so Milan kills his homeboy. He just fucking chokes him up in front of everybody. Wait till he passes out, and then he snaps his neck. And I feel like he's gonna, even if Ghost and even if Tommy and Ghost sell all them drugs, he's still gonna kill them. Like, I feel like he's still gonna fucking kill them. Tasha telling Tariq to Ghost, she's saying like, oh, if he'll raise a hand to me, blah blah blah, you don't know what else he'll do. Like, no, bitch, he didn't raise a hand to you, he blocked you. And that's just human nature. Like, if you see that shit coming, you gonna block it. He ain't duck it. He feeling like big. He taller than you and shit. He grabs your hand. Now, like I said, you should have caught him with that other hand. So, you fucked up. So, then Ghost proceeds to ask her for money. She turns him down like the strong-ass bitch that I know that she is deep inside. She showed her intelligence and told that motherfucker no, because the club business is speculative and I ain't fucking with your ass. Go ask that bitch for some money. Fuck you, nigga. You think you're slick. Ask that bitch for some money. And then he goes like, we're no longer together. Like, I don't want to get into that, but yo, I'm good. I ain't gonna never steal from the kids. Like, the PANBAN once again has glossed over something as large as him breaking up with the woman you had me texting the other day. The woman that you made me fucking degrade myself for. And text her as if I was you and tell that bitch that I loved her. You now gloss over that shit as if it's nothing. You PANBAN ass nigga. She walks off on his ass like, fuck you. She was walking hard. Titties was like pop, pop, pop. She was just like, fuck you, nigga. So then Kanan runs up on Dre. Kanan is like, I thought Tommy and Ghost were done. What the fuck was I doing seeing him and Tommy together drinking my fucking lean? And Dre like, I just found out my damn self. You know how he keeps secrets. So Kanan got to ease up. And Kanan, you know, Kanan don't know. Kanan don't know what that lean about to do to him. But Kanan always irritable. Kanan is Kanan is a monster now. He's a soulless creature walking around in the body of 50 Cent. Ghost tells the bastards that he doesn't have the money in. Like he does. He glosses over things. He's pouring them a drink. Oh, well, you know, something came up and I won't have the money to you in a couple of weeks, but it'll be fine. I'll give you the penalties and everything, and it'll be business as usual. Once again, this pussy ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, fucking acts like that he can just say something and it's okay. Like, why do you put yourself in these situations to just demean someone else's intelligence? So they're like, nah, motherfucker. Her father like, why the fuck you bring me this shit? Why the fuck you bring me this dude? You told me to give a chance to this fucking dude, and now this nigga telling me he ain't got the money. No, I need my portfolio to look good next quarter, and you fucking it up. This is basically what the father says in a more Caucasian type of way. Okay? So, alright, this part really fucked with me. Like, I had to pause and take a moment at this part. Tasha is giving Tommy a check. I guess Tasha is holding the money, or like basically she has the power of attorney over Tommy's money, so he comes to her for a check. And I wish we could have saw her like, I don't know, like going into a special box and getting her fucking business checkbook and like signing a check over to him from this special account. And I don't know, it's just like, did she go to the bank and get this check? Whatever. So she's giving Tommy this money. I just be questioning shit too much. Anyway, she gives Tommy this money. He ain't telling her shit about like whatever it is. Ghost like, she says like, oh yeah, Ghost told me, like, why did you do that to Holly? Just out the blue, just like, why do you do that to Holly? And he's like, what? And she's like, Ghost told me everything. Now, I had to go back, y'all. And like, you know she's pregnant. This is what Tasha says. As soon as she said pregnant, I paused it because I wasn't ready for his response. I wasn't ready. I had to prepare myself. I sat back. I questioned everything that Tasha is, and who are you really? Because I cannot just blurt out something like that unless I actually confirm from him that oh, now I'm thinking to myself, like, that's what Tasha thought Tommy was gonna tell her. But like, even so, I would still wait for him to say like I would sit him down like, Tommy, what's going on? I need you to tell me. Even if I know something about somebody, I still won't necessarily tell them I know. Like, I'll wait for them to tell me. Because I don't like to just be like, oh, I heard. Because then you got to basically put on blast, or you got to have them questioning somebody else in their crew. And then you be like, oh, I can't tell you who told me. But like, listen, I'll just wait for somebody to tell me. And if you don't ever tell me, that means you never felt comfortable telling me. And it is what it is. Like, I know something. I'm not going to bring it up against you, but if some people like don't feel comfortable sharing certain shit, and it's like, you gotta respect that's how they feel, you gotta give them their own time, and then they might end up telling you in 2 years, and you might feel like You could tell that person, like, I actually knew a long time ago, but I felt like maybe you weren't comfortable saying it. And it's like, you don't change that friendship, but you just don't, whatever. So, like I said, you know I go on a tangent. So, she says that she knew. And Tommy looks like somebody punched him. Tommy got a fucking Serbian punch to the stomach. Like, you know, later in the scene where he's in the show where he's gonna get fucked up. Tommy looked fucking broken. Like, that little piece of heart that Tommy still had pumping. Tommy now, he got the Grinch heart. Tommy is fucking broken, and he probably mad at Tasha for even telling him. He probably feeling like, fuck everybody. No, that is how he's feeling. So, I just was like, yo, Tasha, you fucking bitch. I know I said I wasn't going to be talking bad about her ass, but, I mean, it was only going to be a matter of time. They accusing Greg in the office, and Greg is cool as a cucumber. Greg is like, I ain't got shit to hide. That bitch was lying. I did my work. I got the motherfucking witness. I got shot in the stomach for y'all. I know I ain't do nothing. Greg cool with it. Greg is a fucked up individual. You know when you getting accused, he ain't even sweating. Greg ain't giving a fuck. Dre goes to Ghost and is like, I know something is up. Like, I know that you back in. Like, come on, like, don't hide it. Yo, Dre was coming in like a little kid. See, and I feel like I ain't want to call him a kid, but you know how when you like, put me in, coach. I can play. I can hit a home run for you, coach. Put me in. That's how Dre was. That's all I heard when Dre came in. That's what I heard. Ghost is basically saying, like, I wanted more for you. So suddenly Ghost spills all the beans. Ghost tells him everything. Milan, the Serbians, like, we fucked up. They whatever had to do it. Vladimir, Ghost has heard about Milan. Then he tells Ghost, like, he's like, yo, I can have you running this shit. He like, Tommy don't fuck with me. This is what Dre said. And Ghost like, fuck that shit. Like, tell me, are you in? The PANBAN doesn't give a fuck about the details. The PANBAN only seeks to manipulate who is in front of him at the moment. This is what the PANBAN does. And he did it to Dre. So he wants Dre to snitch to the police about this missing waitress, Tatiana. And I thought to myself, like, you really just filled Dre in. And you are asking him to snitch to the fucking police? And Dre, you did it? That couldn't be my first role back in the game. Like, no, because you've been keeping him out of the loop for so long, and all of a sudden you want him to do something, and it's involving snitching to the cops to basically thwart Milan. Fuck you, nigga. I'll be like, nigga, you got me wanting to snitch? Nah, nigga, fuck, you better ask Holly to do that shit, because he don't know Holly that either. Like, fucking ask, I don't want to do that. Who I'm calling from. And I guess that's who he gotta fuck. I just was mad when Ghost asked him to do that shit. I was really mad. Mike has been on the Lobos case the longest as any other lawyer, any other ADA. And I started to think, you guys, that Mike is maybe not doing this willingly. I'm thinking because he maybe started on the case with Lobos, and Lobos found his family. Maybe Lobos snuck into his shit and threatened him. Maybe Lobos killed his fucking dog. Maybe Lobos killed his fucking dog, his fucking parakeet, and his cat. And we don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe they hung that shit up in the kids' room and that fucking traumatized his child. And he ain't about scaring little Eho. Whatever. His little Ehos and Mihas and whatever. So, Mike Sandoval is telling on Angie. Everybody telling on Angie. Mike is asking them, how much do you know about her relationship with James St. Patrick? Everybody keep bringing up this James St. Patrick. So Jamie is at Angie's house, and Paz is packing up his shit. And he just trying to run that shit on Paz. And she's saying, like, everybody just saying too much. And I feel like I need you to give me more real life. Because I don't feel like there's this much, like, just, like, Pop, I don't know. Paz is basically like, oh, now she's getting the pinch at work. And, you know, this, I guess she would say it because Paz always saying too much. But she tells him that, and now Ghost looking all guilty, like, ugh. She like, I'll kill your ass if you ever touch him again. And she takes his keys like a good sister would. The white lady who's on the squad for finding out who's the leak, I remember her from back in the day. My friend has not aged well at all. Her skin is looking like I've been in the shower for way too long and I'm wrinkled. She's giving me loosey-goosey skin tones. So she's basically, she's baiting Angela. She's saying, he didn't look at you as a future judge. He didn't look at you as a lawyer. He didn't look at you like anything but a typical woman. And he tricked you. She said, you're a sucker. He treated you like a sucker. And Angie, her true colors shine bright like a diamond at that point. And she's like, no, he was the sucker. I suckered him. And this is what the dumb ass bitch does. You don't show your whole hand like that. And I feel like that was like basically her whole hand, because that was like I feel like that was the thing that just catapulted her to the spotlight when she had orchestrated that address of where Lobos was actually going to be. And she said, well, one night while I was fucking him, I cloned his phone and I saw the engagement that he was having with Egan, and that's how I found out. So don't think that I'm the one being punked. I played him, you bitch. I played him. Now, that's not what she said word for word, people. I don't remember what she said word for word, but I felt like, you dumbass bitch. You done gave your whole shit away. Now these motherfuckers is on to you. They are on to your motherfucking ass. Like, why would you tell them that? That incriminates you. And then now you bring it up and you solidify what everybody else has been saying about your connection to James St. Patrick. And now we know that he's fucking played the shit out of you. And he has a bigger role in the Lobos thing, because now Lobos is dead. They're going to want to prosecute somebody. And now we know. So after she leaves, they say, we need to speak to James St. Patrick. It's really fucked up. Angie shows up at Angie shows up at Tasha's. Oh, I skipped a part. Tommy shows up to the priest. He's telling him, like, yo, you need to stop selling to the Albanians, because Tommy got a feeling for him. Like, Tommy has a special place for the priest. You can tell, because Tommy was going to kill him. Tommy is basically like saying, I beg of you, stop selling for these priests Say it right now, or I'm gonna kill your fucking ass right where you sit, okay? And Tommy clearly didn't want to do it. He agrees and he gets up. Angie shows up at Tasha's. Oh no, Angie shows up at home. Her fucking closet is bare as fuck. Like, Ghost took all his shit and now she ain't got shit in there. Like, bitch, where are all your clothes? And then she sees like some old men's Louboutins, and I feel like she like, bitch, you better sell them shits on eBay. I know they scuffed in a motherfucker, but you better sell them shits. Okay? Angie shows up to Tasha's looking all fucking bitter and tired and shit. Were you at the Odette hotel? And Tasha don't want to tell her shit. She basically says, I know that you weren't there. Something like that. And Tasha turns around like she don't want to fucking give her nothing. And she goes like, yeah, you know what? He sure was murdering something the other night. You know how he does it. He nearly broke my back. And I love how we can see the moments where Angela's face shatters and then just drops off into pieces like, bitch, I fucked him. Bam. Angie goes, that's not true. And she looks at Tasha like, how could you take him back? And I wanted to smack her ass. I wanted her to punch her in her fucking face. What do you mean how I could take him back? Tasha goes, how could I take him back? I am his wife and the mother of his children. Bitch, I never lost him. You were a midlife crisis, Angela. Crisis over. Tasha shoulder checks that bitch hard as hell and walks the fuck off. I know she ain't want to cover for him, but she had to. And she had to break Angela's face real quick. And I know it felt good to shit on her ass. 50 is carrying shit for this old lady. And my shit about to run out. I'm about to run out of time. I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to figure shit out. I got to delete old video so I can have room. And I'm babbling right now. So 50 is bringing up bags for this old lady. And why at first I thought she was fucking Lucius mother from Empire. And I was like, I know y'all ain't fucking steal her off of Empire to fucking be chilling with 50. So she bringing up, 50 is bringing, Kanan is bringing up her groceries for her. And I'm thinking, is Kanan about to mug this old lady? Like, I literally thought that. Just because Kanan is not nice. Kanan is not nice. There's a reason he's doing this. But I was thinking, like, maybe he used to stay in that apartment and he got, like, some money hidden somewhere in the walls or something. And I don't know. But so Dre is talking to Kanan while Kanan waiting to get into the old lady house. And he ratting on Ghost in the office of the club. Like, you don't know that there's cameras in there. So I felt like the Serbians probably heard what he said, or something's going to happen where they're going to take out Dre because they know that Dre is working with Kanan. So Kanan fucking debos the old lady. He pushes the old lady down. I felt so disappointed in myself for ever feeling happy that Kanan was back in the picture. Like, it was a fleeting feeling, but that scene was really hard to watch. Like, I couldn't, it was really hard to watch. I was like, fucking granny, no. Old lady, no. You should have carried your own motherfucking bags. Because it is some old ass ladies that would be like, motherfucker, no, you ain't helping me carry my bags. And no, you ain't walking me up to the place. She been carrying them bags up that fucking walk up in New York for so long. And she ain't have that much. But she just wanted to believe that young man. She wanted, damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. So he suffocates the old lady with a Jesus Saves pillow. That's fucked up. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Jesus saves Pillow, killing the lady. And it's like, not today, Granny. Not today. He ain't coming. He ain't coming for you today. And then he hops back on the phone as soon as he finished killing her. Why didn't Dre hear that? Tariq and Ghost are having a moment. He talks to him about trying to grab Tasha's little wrist. And he wants him to apologize to his mom. And he's like, oh, like I did to your side bitch. Ghost jumped up with the quickness, grabbed his ass up, and said, what did you say, motherfucker? What did you say, motherfucker? And he sounded like a real hood nigga with that. All right, y'all. Now, the PANBAN doesn't even understand how to use his authority over his children. The PANBAN never knows when to turn it off and on, because he turned it on, but he should have kept it on. You broke character, my friend. You broke character. Now, you should have kept on that gutter shit, because you seen the fear that you put in his eyes. And Reek saw when you broke character. And Tariq pushed Ghost off hard as hell, y'all. You seen how hard Tariq pushed him off and walked away? Ain't no kid starting off this greasy. I don't see this. I don't see this just... Okay. So, Ghost should have held on to that thug nigga that came out. But, like, who the fuck are you, really? Like, I don't fucking know who Ghost is. Like, is Ghost this fucking... Alrighty. Then Ghost like, Reek, tell him come back, Reek. I ain't mean to call you motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? This nigga cussed at his mother. This nigga cussed at you. This nigga brought a gun to school. You should have been whooping his ass with a belt. You had to get old school in this motherfucker. He ain't even going... Okay. He ain't about to be in school for a couple of weeks. You don't need to give a fuck about this nigga, like, having his ass so sore that he can't sit at the desk. Whoop his motherfucking ass. There's been multiple times Ghost should have took that belt off and proceeded to whoop his motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck how big he is. You bigger than him. You should have been beating his ass. He been getting in trouble before. Like, y'all fucking parenting skills are lax. Okay? Milan shows up to Ghost's house. And clearly, Ghost is taken aback. And Milan says to him, like, since you were looking for Tatiana, I figured that was an invitation to, come say hello. And I have not gotten down that Serbian accent, and I don't even want to try, okay? Because I really like it. I like how it sounds. And they're probably, I gotta see how like a real Serbian is, because, okay, I forgot. So, the actor, his name is Kanan Macaulay? I don't remember. I know it's Kanan, but the actor who plays Milan, he was in a car accident like back in like 2004, and I think that's where the scar came from. And it was like a really bad car accident, and it was during the filming of a movie. That's the only thing I could find out about the scar, and it didn't even say like that's where the scar came from, but it was just a lot of stuff that he's an Australian actor. I think he was born in New Zealand. but I guess he's really, really big in Australia. So, he shows up with Tatiana, and this nigga is on point. He is on point like a motherfucker, and Ghost is shook. Ghost shook. I'll be scared to let my family eat the food that he brought, because he might have some poison in it that he been taking for the last 20 years, and he's done built up a tolerance. I could see Milan doing some shit like that. Poisoning himself little by little over the years so he could build up a tolerance, so that if I break bread with somebody and they think I'm about to kill them with whatever it is, I'll drink with you, I'll eat with you. Because motherfucker, this poison ain't gonna do shit to me. So, I don't know, that's what I was thinking. Milan crazy enough to do that. Tommy visiting Holly's grave. He having a little heart-to-heart with his crazy ex-girlfriend. And Tommy gets tased and kidnapped. He's drunk as fuck. He don't know what's going on. And I'm like, damn, how did they know about the little burying spot for Holly? But I guess they've been following everybody. Milan got everybody on these motherfuckers. Milan is investing a lot in y'all niggas. And it's fucked up. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all crooked niggas. That's all y'all do. Fuck over the next person. Tommy is in the motherfucking Serbian fight club. Tommy, goddamn. They are beating Tommy's ass. And then this one dude is like, kill him. Tommy getting fucked up. And for a second, Tommy was holding his own. Tommy was just like, fuck it. Bop, bop, bop. Fuck you, bop, bop, bop. Fuck you, bop, bop. Had them niggas a little scared. But then all of a sudden, they all pounced and fucked them up. And Milan walks in. Milan is looking at him like he is useful. Like, look at him. He's asking, like, has he fought back? And it's like, he's taking it. And it's like, he fought as long as he could. And now he just, like, he ain't gonna give up. He won't give up. And Milan is seeing, like, he's like, you're not simple, but you're disobedient. And he tells Tommy that, I see you have nothing to live for. And this is the best time to be alive. To a ruthless motherfucker. Somebody else, you might jump off that bridge and kill yourself. But listen, Milan is telling Tommy, open your eyes, nigga. You really could fuck some shit up now. And I feel like Milan is feeling like, I want Tommy on my team. Because I know Milan ain't got nobody with a heart like Tommy. Tommy got a big heart, but he got a fucking... Tommy got a willpower that... And he's a loyal motherfucker. Well... But it's like he's so loyal that if you become disloyal to him, it's gonna fuck him up. So... I don't know. So, Angie shows up to the hotel. We're getting to the last part. Angie shows up to where Ghost is. I was wondering, like, how the fuck she know? But I bet she flirted with the motherfucking front desk person for the fucking room number. Or does... I know he can't just stay in the same ass room. Did that look like the same room he was in before when he was in the hotel? Nah, that room looked different to me. Yeah, I don't think that was the same room. So, but she found out where he was. Angie comes up like, I know you killed Lobos. They're coming after me at work. All you gotta do is tell who told you. All you gotta do is tell who told you. I don't feel like, why was she so convinced? I mean, I felt like she should have been more asking him, what, did he have something to do with it? Tell me, please tell me, like, was this you? Was this you? I felt like it should have been more her wanting to know. But then he did say, I was going to take it into my hands. But then, like, what the fuck? How could you be sitting up here crying a pause, saying that you really loved him after you already know that he probably had something to do with Lobos being killed? Why was you crying to pause? You such a fucking multi-faced ass bitch. And then I was watching shit from back from season 1. Because I had missed like when Tommy and Ghost was friends. And even when I watched back old seasons, it still didn't seem like they was that good of friends. It seemed like it was so much more of a business relationship. And we just known each other for mad long. Like it was like a little brother relationship. Like we together out of obligation because we got all this shit going on. But not even like a brother. Like it didn't feel like, it felt like Ghost was always so disconnected. Like it didn't even seem like he really got good feelings for somebody till he met Angela. Like he always so robotic. Like, and he fucking pulled me in because I didn't even see all of this shit till now. Now it got me looking back like, what the fuck, PANBAN? What the fuck? So Angie, I don't even need to look at this shit. I'm already at the last part. I'm just so sick of them. I'm sick of them. And then Angie walking up like she this motherfucking boss bitch. Like, you need to find out. They got me fucked up at work, nigga. They got me fucked up. And I know you had something to do with it. I know you did. And Ghost just looking all pathetic. Like, he just basically just letting her talk. He just sitting there like, letting her talk. He not even saying no argument. He's not opposing anything she's saying. And then he just all of a sudden is like, I don't know what you're talking about, Angie. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, that's all you could give me? It was like you wanted her to know that you knew what she was talking about. You've been lying to so many people, manipulating so many people. You want her to know that you had something to do with Lobos? Or do you feel like you just can't lie to her? Because you've been lying to her, Ghost. You've been lying to her. Why the fucking weak attempt? Why such a weak attempt at trying to convince her of something in this moment? Fuck you, B. Fuck you. So Angie leaves the room with the find out who had what? Find out. No, bitch, you find out. And I feel like Ghost, what the fuck? Writers, what the fuck? Tell him, his last words in that fucking scene should have been, I think that's your job. And then it goes black to credits. And then she walks out feeling fucking like nothing again. That should have been the last fucking shit he said to her. I think that's your job. Angie Valdez. Angela Valdez. ADA. Side bitch extraordinaire. Pop-up bitch extraordinaire. Because this bitch good for the fucking pop-up. You pop up to my shit, I'ma punch your ass as soon as I see you. Tasha should have just walked up to her and decked her. Fuck that shit. I felt threatened. She came to my home and threatened my children, and I assaulted her. That's what I would have done. One of my girls who commented said that I should share some predictions that I have for the next episodes. And I predict that Kanan is going to get too fucked up over that lean. Kanan, gonna lead to Dre getting killed. I think the Serbians are gonna kill Dre. I don't know. I could be wrong in all this shit. I think that Ghost is gonna get called into the office. I saw a clip about that. And I want him to throw Angela under the bus. More so, I don't have predictions. I have wishes. I was going to say wishes. How fucking remedial would that be? I have wishes and dreams for what I hope for in the next episodes. I hope that Ghost throws Angie under the bus when he gets called in. I hope Angie once again gets her face broken by one of the many wonderful cast members of this show. I hope that Raina gets a little more camera time other than dinner scenes. I hope we get to see Lil Bit a little more often. I hope Tariq gets fucking chin checked for being a little dickhead and disrespecting his parents. I hope that Ghost once again gets his reality checked by Milan. I want Milan to keep being himself with less use of the word nigger Albanians. You know that term? I don't want to hear that again. I kind of want to see Tommy go down this road of ruthlessness. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Ghost is telling Tommy, like, yo, let's wet Father Callahan. Let's do what Milan is saying. Let's do everything. And Tommy's like to Ghost, like, I don't want to do that. He's like, well, before you was so scared of Milan. Now, Tommy, you acting all bold and shit. Milan is like, and Ghost is like, or Tommy is saying, I don't understand why you rolling over like a bitch. I was running shit while you were gone. And you know what? I'm going to do shit my way. And Ghost sitting up there like, Tommy, you changed. You changed, my boy. And I was happy Tommy said that. Like, yeah, Tommy know Ghost is a pagan too. Ghost is a PANBAN. Okay? So, I just want to see this change in Tommy. I just like, God, like, there's never a level point. It's always like very, very low valleys, and the up parts don't go too up before it gets stopped. Like, the up parts you think is gonna go up, and then it's like, bloop, no, we're going back down. Oh, yep, we're going up. Bloop, you're going back down. It's like we never get them to get to that real high plateau where they feel like they're on top of the world. Like, next season, give me, like, things are, I want this season to end where they're gonna be on a high. Where they're gonna be able to have some good times, like have some happiness. Let them laugh. Like, Ghost ain't laughed. Ghost ain't smiled. Tommy ain't laughed since he was... Ain't nobody happy in this shit. Come on, give us a little something, okay? Give us a little something. Now I know this review about to be long as fuck, y'all. Let me be out. Peace.